This winter storm just got a whole lot worse, and I am going to tell you exactly which areas will get hit the hardest in the next 24 hours. But first, here is the number that stopped me cold. Over the next 7 days, tons of snow and ice will slam the United States. Not a few inches, not half a foot. We are talking 12 to 14 inches of snow in some areas. And what is even more concerning? Half an inch of ice. Just 1/10 of an inch of ice can cause car accidents. Half an inch? That is widespread power outage territory. If you live in the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, or Northeast, do not go anywhere, because at minute 5, I will reveal exactly when this storm will peak in each major city. This information could save your life, or at least save your trip. And do not miss the section at minute 15. I will show you something other weather reports are not talking about. An Arctic blast is quietly forming. It will slam the door shut on this fake spring heat wave we have been enjoying for Christmas. The good Lord gave us 4 seasons, and winter this year is reminding us that nature has its own rules. Now, let me show you what is happening right now. Freezing rain is falling heavily in Wisconsin and Michigan. I repeat, right now. Not this afternoon, not tonight, right now. The Flint, Michigan area. The Detroit area. Heavy freezing rain. Do you know what happens when freezing rain falls on cold pavement? It turns every road into an ice rink, and nobody can control a car on an ice rink. Here is the detailed timeline for anyone who needs to travel today. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The heaviest freezing rain will concentrate around Detroit and Flint. Kalamazoo will start transitioning to regular cold rain. But here is the first twist. Pennsylvania will start getting freezing rain, and not just regular freezing rain. Ice storm warnings have been issued for western Pennsylvania. Did you hear that? Ice storm warnings. This is the highest level of alert. 10 a.m. Snow starts falling in western New York, just outside Syracuse. This is only the beginning. Noon, freezing rain will blanket most of western Pennsylvania. Some areas will also see sleet. This is when things start getting truly dangerous. And now for the scary number. Half an inch to 1 inch of ice could accumulate across central Pennsylvania and western New York. 1 inch of ice. That is enough to snap tree branches, break power lines, and turn highways into death traps. Remember I promised to tell you when the storm peaks in each city? This is where I deliver on that promise. Buffalo, New York. Moderate snow starts falling around noon, but the real heavy snow arrives in the early afternoon. Syracuse, New York. Prepare for very heavy snow from 3 p.m. onward. New York City. This one surprised me. The city that rarely sees big snow in recent winters will get hammered with very heavy snow starting at 5 p.m. Long Island and northern New Jersey. From 5 p.m., snowfall rates could reach 2 inches per hour. 2 inches per hour. You can watch the snow bury your car in just a few hours. And here is the twist that few people know. Today's snow is wet snow. Temperatures are in the mid-20s to low 30s Fahrenheit. What does this mean? The snow will be heavier than normal. It will stick to everything. Power lines, tree branches, rooftops. 7 p.m. This is peak time for New York City. The heaviest snow will be falling right then. And here is the forecast that shocked many people. New York City could receive 8 to 9 inches of snow when all is said and done. But wait. There is more important information. Computer models have shifted in the last 24 hours, and they shifted in a bad direction. More snow, more ice, larger affected area. The HR model, one of the most accurate models, shows what? Some areas could receive 3/4 of an inch of ice. 3/4 of an inch! That is serious infrastructure damage territory. And here is the concerning part. This model shows snow could reach 10 to 11 inches from Syracuse to southeastern New York. Some areas could see 12 to 14 inches if the storm overperforms. I know what you were thinking. Why today? Why right after Christmas? Honestly, it would have been better if this happened on Christmas Day. Most people stay home on Christmas, but today, December 26th, people are traveling, heading home after the holidays, going to after Christmas sales, visiting relatives. Here is advice from someone who has watched weather for years. If you do not need to go, do not go. Stay home, read a book, watch a movie with your family, have a hot cup of coffee. But if you absolutely must travel, here is what you need to know. First, visibility could drop to a quarter mile in the heaviest snow areas. A quarter mile! You can barely see the car in front of you. Second, untreated roads will be very slick, especially near Washington, D.C. and southern New Jersey, where light freezing rain could still occur. Third, by 10 to 11 p.m., snow will continue in southern New England. But it will be lighter. After midnight, most snow and ice will start winding down. By sunrise Saturday, only a few light snow showers will remain in southern New England. And by Saturday afternoon, everything moves offshore. But do not think this is over. Do not miss what comes next. Because after this storm, the weather will not quiet down. More snow events are coming this weekend and next week. And an Arctic blast will slam everything shut. Remember I mentioned this at the beginning of the video? Now I am going deeper. Saturday into Sunday, a large storm system will develop over the Ohio Valley. It will start as rain in the Midwest on Sunday morning. Nothing too concerning. But by Sunday afternoon, this is when everything changes. Strong storms could become a problem in Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois. Damaging winds are possible. Hail is possible. Even 1 or 2 brief tornadoes are possible. I do not think this will be a major severe weather outbreak. But the possibility exists, and by Sunday night, the winter side of this storm system will develop. Snow in Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan, freezing rain in New York and even southern New England. If you do not see ice today, you might see ice on Sunday and Monday. And here is what really caught my attention. This system could become a bomb cyclone as we go into Monday night. Pressure will drop from 1,000 millibars to about 974 within 24 hours. That is extremely rapid intensification, and it means Arctic air will become much stronger by Monday. The Ohio Valley and Northeast will be cold by this point. Snow could become heavier in parts of New York, and lake effect snow will be more significant in Lake Erie and Lake Ontario from Tuesday through Wednesday. New Year's Eve, we will have more snow in western New York and northwest Pennsylvania. Lake effect snow will continue at least through Wednesday or Thursday. And as we enter the new year, I do not see any major storm systems right now for Thursday and Friday. But remember, predictability is very low beyond 7 days. Now, let us talk about what many people are waiting for, the big temperature swing. Right now, we have record-breaking heat across most of the country. 80s in Texas, maybe near 90. 70s reaching all the way up to St. Louis. This is spring weather. No, this is early summer weather. But early next week, Arctic air will pour down from Canada. It will not be as cold as early December, but it will drop temperatures dramatically. The cold front will extend from New England all the way to Texas. Monday afternoon, the coldest air will be in Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. Tuesday, the cold air will intensify even more in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. Temperatures will be 15 to 20 degrees below average. And as we transition from 2025 to 2026, the Great Lakes and Northeast will remain below average. The Great Plains and West Coast will be above average. Tuesday morning, the freezing line will be as far south as Mobile, Alabama. Wednesday, some freezing temperatures may leak into parts of Florida. You see, winter forgets no one. And here is what I believe. I think we will see a major Arctic blast at some point during the first 2 weeks of January. I do not know exactly when, maybe around 14 days from now. But with how intense the warmth has been over the past several days, I believe we will see a big pattern flip. This is typical for winter. We usually see these big temperature swings, and there are signs that a fairly strong Arctic blast will arrive at some point, along with at least one major winter storm somewhere in the Great Plains, Midwest, or Ohio Valley. That is what we will be watching in the long term. But in the short term, the big concern is the Northeast. A major winter storm is coming your way. If you are watching this video and you are in the affected area, prepare now. Check your batteries, check your flashlights, make sure you have food that does not need cooking. Charge your phone fully, and remember, every storm passes, Every cold winter night ends with a warm sunrise. The good Lord always brings light after darkness. In the next video, I will update the situation after the storm passes, and I will show you whether the Arctic blast is as strong as the models are predicting. Do not miss it. Stay safe out there.